Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today's reading, well, up next is Ariana Grande, and we will do a really long reading. So let's make this a long reading for Ariana Grande for her love life. So I'm going to shuffle and give her 10 cards. Now, before I do her intuitive reading, let's take a look at the cards that I got for her. Okay, so she got the envy card here. So there could be a little bit of jealousy going on within their relationship between her and her ex-husband. The envy card, it can also be a card about possessiveness or possessions and even resentment. Okay, so for the remainder of 2023, when I say resentment or when I say possessions, I'm talking about valuable items such as cars and houses. So he could be trying to kind of figure out what he can get from her since they were married. I believe she doesn't have a prenup, so definitely he will be walking away with something. It's very obvious because she is a celebrity and he's not a celebrity. Okay, now I feel like the reason why they broke up is because things got a little bit too fast for him. Her career took off, or she got really busy after the pandemic. I do know that they got married during the pandemic and everybody was in lockdown, right? And once lockdown had lifted, her record company put her to work and made up for lost times. And we were in lockdown for a very long time. So that made her busy. It made her like go fast, and I think he couldn't handle how much ahead she was. She was actually ahead of him after the pandemic, so he felt like he was running after her. He couldn't catch up to her. She was on speed mode, and her career just was very, very busy. And I think that he couldn't handle that anymore. And then there were speculations about her and Pete Davidson, and that put jealousy into him. Okay? So that's what I got intuitively. That's what I'm getting from the envy card here. Now, intuitively, she is definitely protecting her valuables. She's protecting all that she owns, her cars, her houses. Like I said before, when you get a divorce without no prenup, the other person will try to take things or take everything. So I feel like she's protecting that. They will also become friends. You know, despite what they're going through, they're going to become friends. Okay? But however, this divorce is taking way too long for her. She wants it over with. She already left the building. She has left the building. He's still in the building. And she's waiting for him to make his next move so she can make her next move. But he's not making any moves. And I feel like he's not making any moves because a woman energy is coming through, like an old woman. It could be his mother who is coaching him through the divorce or coaching him on what to do during this divorce. Now I'm also picking up toxic energy. For the remainder of 2023, people will still continue to gossip. People will still be toxic, or there will be toxic situations still happening even after the divorce, or even after they remain friends. People will still continue to speculate and, just drag things on where it doesn't need to be. But I feel like she's already out the door, but she can't make any more moves until he makes his move. And she's waiting on that from him. It's not like she's playing chess or anything. She just needs him to make a move. To finalize this divorce, bring up some paperwork. What do you want? Do you want the house? Do you want the cars? What do you want? Show me some kind of document so I can make my next move. That's what I feel like Ariana Grande is saying. Okay, so I'm ready. Ariana Grande Love Life 10 cards, please, for the remainder of 2023. First card out the gate, we have On My Spiritual Path. We have Moving. We have Family. Following God's Orders. Opportunities. Old Man. Old Lady. There's the Old Lady. Studies and Learning. Debt and Credit. And her final outcome is Long Distance. See, I told y'all. They're still going to be in communication for the remainder of 2023. Even after the divorce is final, they're still going to be in communication because they're going to agree to remain friends. Oh, now let me shuffle this tarot card here. So her current energy right now is she's on her spiritual path, meaning she's walking alone. Nobody can walk with you. When you are in your spiritual path, nobody can walk with you. You can only be guided. You can only be guided, and no one can go with you on your journey. This is a journey that you must take alone, and you must be alone, okay, and figure it out. That's what she's doing here. Figuring it out. Here we have the Hangman, and the Hangman is all about sacrifices. It's all about not just sacrifice, but things are in limbo right now. Things are definitely in limbo. This can also represent an older male or an older person who's not doing great in health. But I feel like because she's going through a divorce, there's some things that she has to sacrifice, and maybe she doesn't want to sacrifice those things. We have Bye Bye Love. So there's definitely no love involved here, okay? I feel like she's totally over him, and she's showing that to us. She's showing that she has a new man in her life. Whether that man is a genuine love or is a rebound, she's showing us that she has moved on and she has moved forward. But for some odd reason, she still feels like she's hanging upside down here. So there's something that is not moving forward. And to clarify the Hangman, we have Bye Bye Love here. So there is some kind of attachment with her ex-husband, and I've already spoke about this. She's waiting for him to make his move or make any type of move before she can make any type of move. And then we have the moving card here, which is her obstacles and her challenges. Okay. You see a woman here who's packing up boxes. You know, she is relocating. She's going somewhere physically. She wants to move on. Mentally, she wants to move on. And she just wants to move forward. And she's not able to move forward. And when you have the hangman card here, you're also not able to move forward. Okay, you're stuck in limbo. So that's her challenge. But what is preventing her from moving forward? The Four of Wands. Because they're still tied together. This is the card of an alliance. They're still tied together. They probably haven't agreed on some things here. Let's pull another oracle. Here we have a superstar card here. This tells me she really wants to move on and she wants to continue her career, but this is holding her back. They're still in alliance together and she just wants to be released and move on, but she can't because she's still connected. This is actually a good card here. This is like a agree to disagree type of card here. Let's just make a pact, a truce, let's move on. I think that's the problem here. And then we have family. Let's see what family is about. The Nine of Pentacles. Let's pull another card here. And a work from home. And when I see these three cards together, it tells me about there's issues around maybe building a family. Maybe somebody wanted a family, but the Nine of Pentacles is like my single card here. The Nine of Pentacles is not just about being single and loving your life, but it is hesitation. So I feel like somebody wanted to build a family, they wanted to move forward and procreate, and extend their love. But there was a hesitation here. It could have been from Ariana, and it could be because of her work. When you pull this card here, you isolate yourself and you be about your business. So that could have been another reason why for this divorce or breakup. Being very focused on your career, on other things, and not wanting to or build some type of family situation. Let's pull the bottom. The bottom here is the World card. So this is like a full circle, a coming of a full circle type card here. This is also about achievements. So I feel like they did have plans to make a family. They did have plans to expand their family. But maybe somebody's ducks were not in a row here. Then we have following God's orders. Victory card, the Ace of Swords, and genuine love. Looking at this, well, let's talk about these two cards here first. I feel like there was there was time being wasted, or somebody feel like they're wasting their time. So if they were trying to build a family and she became so busy, he became very upsetting or impatient. This is like an impatient combination here. Like you're following God's orders, but at the same time, this can be an impatient card here. And if you look closely at the bottom, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little courthouse at the bottom. And then we have genuine love, which means, they really did love each other. But if you're not willing to build a family with me, then why am I wasting my time? Because somebody is very traditional. If I put these two cards together, it's all about tradition. You get married, you make love, and then you procreate. But somebody here didn't have their ducks lined up in a row here, or she was very hesitant. Could be about her work. Definitely, I believe they were. I believe they still love each other, kind of. So what she wants, what she wishes to achieve is opportunities. Let's take a look at that. Opportunities here. This is him. He's a fire sign. This is the Page of Wands. So she's waiting for him to get the ball rolling, right? And then we have freedom. So she wants him to get the ball rolling. And when you're in this position here, you're really not moving anywhere. Okay, this is a fire sign male, not going anywhere. Why is he doing that? Is he trying to see what he can get out of this divorce? But what she wants for him is to, just make some kind of move. So there could be freedom for the both of them. That's what she wants. Then we have the old man here. So we need to definitely clarify that. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have kids and babies. The Ace of Pentacles is usually about, success, commercial success. It's about big money energy. But this is also my card about reflection. And then we have the kids and babies card here. So I'm being sent back to tradition. Remember the family card. Remember the following God's orders card here. Somebody is still stuck on tradition. Growing old together. We were supposed to grow old together. And now I'm left being reflected on. Now all I have is reflection of what we had. We could have had this. So this is probably somebody in his life or her life. I think it's his life. Family. Somebody in a family was very disappointed that they did not have children. So in a possible future, there's still going to be nagging, a type of nagging energy here. And she's over it. I think she's definitely over it with the old lady card here, it represents Ariana. And plus we have the old man and the old lady side by side. She's over with it, but he's still stuck on, we should have had this, we should have expanded. Oh yeah, she's done. We have the death card here. It's like she's tired, or I'm not gonna hide anything. You know, I have nothing to hide. We should put this to a rest. And then we have financial loss. Either she's done completely. If she's done completely, she will still have to give him something. Okay, which is why the financial loss card is here. Or her energy is being taken up by an old woman who might come forward and push her son to take more than what he's allowed. So this old woman, if this is not representing Ariana, then this old woman is taking up her energy. Taking up her energy, you know, doesn't want things to end. And maybe want some kind of financial situations here. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. It's very clear to me that she wants to move on, but it's very clear to me also, him and his family, they're not over it. They're still hanging around. And then her emotions, we have studies and learning. Let's pull a tarot. Oh gosh, she's so bored. The Four of Cups can be about boredom. And then we have schools and studies. She doesn't want to. When you go to school, you study, right? You pay attention and you study. Then we have the Four of Cups. It's like, no, the bell has rung. Class is over. I'm not going to sit here anymore. Let's pull another oracle card here. Networking and collaboration. Which means we need to talk about some things. Let's bring back the Page of Wands, which is him. And then let's bring back the Hangman, which is in limbo. Collaborations means we still need to talk about things, you know. But let's talk about the right things for moving forward, right? We need to talk about how we can move forward. But yet, there's still something in limbo. So, what do? Do we continue speaking? It doesn't matter what we're talking about, but can we please move things forward? Because I am bored and class is over. And then we have the debt and credit card here. Let's see why. The Ten of Swords. She fears that he's going to take a lot from her, which will put her in debt. Ten of Swords is all about hurtful situations. It's about pain. It's about tears. It's about breakups. It's about being stabbed in the back here. I feel like that's what she's fearing. She's fearing that, him and his family is going to possibly take from her that she doesn't even have. Let's pull another oracle card here. Passport. This is also another card about moving forward, traveling, because when you get a passport, your intentions is to travel. So maybe somebody has to travel. I know they live far apart. So they're not in the same zip code. So maybe someone has to travel to court or to end some kind of divorce here. If not, when you get a passport, your intentions is to travel the world, go somewhere. And she can't because she's stuck in this sad position. And that's her fears. Now for her final outcome, there will be still in communications. And let's see why. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Because things have yet to be seen. The wheel is still turning. We have a woman here who's blindfolded, spinning the wheel. So she can't see where it lands. So that's why they're still communicating. Because somebody can't make up their mind of what they want out of the situation. Unfaithful. Unfaithful. So my conclusion to this reading is that she is totally moved on, but somebody is still stuck on stupid. They could possibly want things from her. Maybe the parents still want them to get together and have a family. Maybe the parents doesn't want their son to go through a divorce because it's not traditional, right? We come from a traditional family. We get married and we have babies and we procreate and we expand our family. We buy a house, we buy a home, we build businesses together. How dare you put my son through a divorce? We don't do that in our family. That's not traditional. Get back together and continue this family and build and procreate. She's like, no, I'm done. I'm over with. My ducks are not in a row yet, and my career is not where I need it to be. So I'm not ready to be tied down. I have things to go. I have people to see, and I have places to go. And then here comes this old lady. Well, if that's how you feel, let me guide my son into what he can have and take from you. And that will conclude this reading. I hope you guys followed through and understood this reading. And I'll see you next time in the next reading. Blessings.